So I have already done my foundation, concealer, primer, basically my base of my makeup, because I tested out one of these silicone sponges. So if you guys do want to see me testing, I just dropped that. If you guys do want to see me testing this out, then I will leave the video linked in the description box for you guys, but I'll tell you guys what products I use quickly on my face. So I prime my skin with my Rimmel Lasting Finish plus 8 Hour Wear primer, and then I use my L'Oreal True Match foundation in the shade Golden Ivory, and my Collection Lasting Perfection concealer in the shade Fair One. And I'm going to be taking my Rimmel Stay Matte powder in the shade Transparent and this powder brush just really lightly, because I want to apply some liquid illuminated drops. So I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution liquid highlighter in the shade Luminous Gold, which is quite dark for my skin tone right now, but I can make it work. And I'm going to pop this as a kind of like liquid highlighter on my face. So I'm literally just popping like hardly anything, because I don't want it to be, because I don't want to be looking like a Tin Man. And I'm just going to blend this out using my silicone sponge that I tested out. And by the way guys, if you've never tried one of these before, like, get your hands on one. They are so cool. That really made it quite like a sheer highlight as well. I like that. I'm going to do the same on the other side. And then I'm going to take like the tiniest bit ever on my chin, on my nose. Cupid bow, just a little bit. Blending that in. Blend. I'm going to take some more of that Stay Matte powder just on the rest of my face. I do like that highlighter as, like, not subtle, because it's definitely not subtle, but like as like a semi-subtle like illuminated look on my skin. So I'm going to do my eyebrows quick before I do my eyes. So I'm just going to brush my eyebrows up with a spoolie. I've been trying out the sleek eyebrow definer thingy that's supposed to be like the Anastasia brow pencil, but I found out it's a little bit reddy orangey for hair colour. But I'm using my Freedom eyebrow pomade in the shade medium brown, because I always use this stuff and I like nearly run out, guys, so I'm gonna have to order some more. But I'm just gonna fill my eyebrows in very lightly with this. She says very lightly, and then it will be like really thick. I always have a problem with this eyebrow. So I'm going to go ahead and set my eyebrows in place using my Maybelline Brow Drama Brow Mascara. I'm going to set those down so they don't budge. Okay, so for my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using my Makeup Revolution Sophdoesnails palette, because it has some beautiful warm autumnal shades in it, and I just love like the red shades. And I tried to film a video of first impressions of her palettes, but it was literally a pain to edit. It was taking hours and my editing software just wasn't cooperating with me on that video because it's so long. So I'm going to be creating that look now for you guys. So I just have a bunch of makeup brushes that I'm going to be using, but I'll just tell you guys what I'm using. And I've got the sheet here so I can tell you guys the names of the colours I'm going to use. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, and I'm going to be taking this shade here, which is like a light white shade, and that's called Penguin. And I'm just going to set my concealer and foundation and make sure like there's no tackiness left over on my lids, because that's the one thing I don't like when doing my makeup, because nothing goes on smoothly on top. Then I'm going to take this big brush, and basically all these brushes, which are like pink rose gold, are all from eBay. I will link that set down below if I can find it still. I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Iced Coffee, and I'm going to use this as a transition shade in my crease. This palette is so good for transition shades. Like, there's every single kind of shade that you can possibly imagine needing in your life, and that's just because Sophie is an amazing makeup person with her transition shades, and her eyeshadows are always very blended. So pop those in the crease, and then I'm going to take the shade next to it, which is this shade here, which is called Cup of Tea, and I'm going to be using that same brush, and I'm just going to be taking it like on the side, if that makes sense, and then I'm going to pop this just underneath where I put that transition shade, because I want to start making this a warm makeup look. I'm going to take that a little bit under my eyes too. I'm going to start to darken up my eyes a little, and I'm going to take this shade here, that one there, which is called Tiramisu, and I'm going to take this brush, which is kind of like a crease brush, I guess, and I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to pop this underneath that orange shade. I'm just trying to give like a good gradient effect to my eye makeup, because I want to get some like, not sunset vibes, but like you want to be able to see like all the different shades that I've used. I'm going to go straight into the dark colours, no shame. I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Pumpkin, and I'm going to pop this with a smaller crease brush that's very much like a specific brush, I guess, I don't know what to say. And I'm just going to pop this just on like the outer V and blend it in the crease. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Also, let me know what kind of makeup looks you guys want to see from my channel. I want to start doing some more tutorials, and also I need some Christmas video suggestion ideas, because I have been trying to brainstorm some and I literally just can't think of any. I'm taking that shade under my eyes now, but I like can't think of any video ideas for you guys, so I need your suggestions. So if you do have any, please leave them down below. Okay, so I'm going to blend this out, going back in with that Cup of Tea shade on this blender brush. But I just can't think of any ones that haven't been done before, or are just like not ones that people want to see on YouTube anymore. I love Christmas though, like Christmas is one of my favourite times of year. It's just awkward for video ideas, I don't know. Why am I like this? So you guys can kind of see the orangey red look that I'm trying to go for. I'm going to go even more darker, and I'm going to take that shade, that pink shade in the corner, which is called Strawberry Sweets, and I'm going to take like a tiny bit, just like in the middle portion of my eye area. Oh my gosh, the faces I make when I do makeup, so not funny. Blending, blending, blending. This is going quite grungy. Totally not the plan. I'm going to take some shimmery shades. So I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Copper Coin, and I'm going to take this Eco Tools dual ended brush and like the packer side, and I've run out of setting spray, so I'm going to have to try and get it quite pigmented. But I'm going to pop this just on my lid area, so it's still pigmented without spray. I'm just putting this like all over my lid. And then I'm going to take some of the shade next to it, which is called Festive Flame. Haha, festive. And I mean, it's November, so I'm going to pop this on like the outer V. And then I'm going to take one of the golden shades on like the inner part of my eyelid. So I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Grow Old, and you guys can see I've been like loving these shades so much, just because they're literally all I reach for in like right now. I'm gonna pop this on the inner third of my eyelid area. You guys can kind of see it, hopefully. I'm gonna take the shade next to it, which is called Sparks Fly, and just pop that over the top, right in the corner. I've just got a bunch of fallout from that. Don't usually, it's just because I didn't use a setting spray. And I'm just gonna flick that off. The good thing about this palette is if you do get fallout, it's easy to get rid of. Today I'm going to take some of that Sparks Fly just on my finger. A little. I'm just blending that out. Then you guys can kind of see that like autumnal like gradient effect on my eyes. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then now I'm just going to clean up my eye area a little. So I'm going to be taking this just eyeshadow brush. This is from Jack Wills. It's actually really good. I'm going to be taking this shade here, which is called Fairy Lights, and popping that just under my brow bone, just really lightly. Just to like highlight under my brow bone. And then a little bit on my inner corner. So I'm going to use that liquid highlighter that I used earlier and pop a little bit in my inner corners. And I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. So my eyes are basically done, so I just zoomed you guys out so I can finish my face. I want to keep my face quite warm. I'm looking really pale right now as a contrast to the eye makeup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my well-loved NYX contour kit. I need some more good like bronzers if anyone knows any good ones. And I'm going to take my Real Techniques blush brush and a mixture of these two shades, and I'm just going to take them quite lightly with this brush and just pop these just underneath that highlight to add a bit more of a colour to my face, and so my face isn't too washed out in comparison to my eye makeup. And then I'm also going to take that just a little bit around my forehead, because gotta keep the forehead nice and bronzed. I'm gonna jump into my Makeup Revolution Sophdoesnails highlighter palette, and I'm going to be taking a couple shades from this. I actually am really liking this palette to blush and highlight, because some of the shades are darker, as you guys can see. These are supposed to be for darker skin tones, and these are supposed to be for lighter skin tones, and I like to use these two shades mixed together as a blush, so I'm going to do that today using my Jack Wills blush brush, and it just adds like a nice shimmery shine and like helps to blend the bronzer into the highlighter that I have on. And then to add some extra highlight to my face, I'm going to be using this white highlight here, which has got like gold reflects in it, and I'm going to be using my Real Techniques contour brush and I'm going to be popping this on my cheeks. Just basically over where I put that liquid illuminator to give it more of a popping look. My highlight is on and popping, and I'm going to finish up my eye makeup with some mascara. The first thing I'm going to do is curl my eyelashes, so I'm using my MAC eyelash curlers. Any eyelash curlers do the job, but these are my favourite ones. So I'm just going to just curl my eyelashes. Everyone has their favourite eye for doing mascara on, and mine is always my left eye. It's just my favourite eye for doing like eyebrows, eye makeup in general. But I'm going to use my L'Oreal Mega Volume Miss Baby Roll Mascara, and this mascara is actually really good. I really like it. And I'm just going to be popping this on my lashes. Okay, I'm going to use some of that highlighter that I used on my cheeks, just my inner corner. Give it some brightness. And to finish up, I'm going to be using a warm lip colour, and I'm going to be using my NYX Liquid Suede liquid lipstick in the shade Soft Spoken, and I'm going to be popping this on my lips. And this is a really good dupe for the Lolita Kat Von D liquid lipstick, which I have, which I absolutely love. So my makeup is done, and this is the completed look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it cool to kind of see me put this look together, even if it was kind of a fail and a half. But yeah, this is just a finished look. I love the highlight, I love the eyeshadow, I just love how everything fits perfectly together. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you guys are new and you guys want to see more from me, and hit the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when I upload. Also leave a nice comment letting me know what kind of videos you guys want to see from me, any more makeup looks, any inspired like celebrity looks, or if you guys want to see any specific Christmas videos in the upcoming Christmas season, then let me know, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye! So last week I was in Tesco's just picking up my Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, because you know that is my go-to concealer, and I stumbled across a silicone sponge, a silly sponge. Don't know what quite to call it. I've been seeing these sponges all over YouTube, the internet, on Instagram, on those like 1-minute video clips of people doing their makeup that look really good. And I was like, I really want to try one. So I picked one up, and I thought I would try it out in today's video and compare it to my usual beauty blender just to see which one I prefer. So this was £6, and the packaging just seems very, very similar to Real Techniques, so I don't know if it's trying to dupe them. I've never seen this brand in any beauty stores anywhere, so maybe these are trying to like make an impact, I guess. But basically on the back it just has like all the information about